Thank you so much for joining us for another video tutorial. I'm Emily from Mac-Talla Tutoring, and today we're going to look at a tune called the Harris Dance, which is in the key of C, although it does modulate into E minor at points, which is just the relative minor, so don't worry too much about it. I will play it through for you full speed, and then we will slow it down and break it up a little bit and have a go. Okay, so before we have a go at the first part, if you haven't already, it's really worth taking a moment to just do your C scale. I know it sounds silly maybe, but it's really good to just get your fingers in the right key before you start trying to learn a tune by ear. So if you've done that, then I will play the first part through for you, nice and slowly and with no slurred bowing, so it's a little bit easier to hear the notes. Okay, so remember that you can rewind that and listen to that as many times as you need to until you feel comfortable. There's quite a lot of repetition in it. Most of the first and the second line are almost exactly the same. The trickiest bit is maybe the syncopation. If you're struggling with the counting of your, the bit that goes, then try separating the thing, so it's actually just if that makes sense. So instead of playing it as, we're tying those two G's. So feel free to have a go at that before we move on. And if everyone's happy with the A part, feel free to pause me. I'll still be here if you need a little minute. We'll have a look at the B part. Okay, here's the B part, nice and slowly. Okay, so there's another tune that doesn't quite finish and I cannot leave it on that B. Maybe you can. I need to resolve it. But that is the B part, which again, there's a lot of repetition. Fairly straightforward. There's a lot of that kind of long, short, short, long, short, short rhythm. And we will have a quick look at some grace notes now, I think. Before we try stitching the whole tune together, remember, rewind, repeat as many times as you need to, pause me, whatever, until you feel comfortable. I know I say it every time, grace notes, very personal thing, mine are just suggestions, don't feel obliged. But some grace notes that I think work quite well in this tune. Crunching the E, so where we've got our open E strings, Just switching from your fourth over to your E string. So just to kind of emphasise that E a little bit. And the same when we've got the longer C naturals. So if I just play through the tune. Holding on to the E string and droning it, so as it's in C, we've got C and E work quite nicely together. And in the second half, just to change up that long, short rhythm that we talked about, you go. Adding, instead of having your long A's, some triplets. And you can kind of mess around adding triplets in, taking triplets out throughout tunes, and it can totally change the tune. So it's always worth having a go at that. Takes some getting used to if you already know the song though. And the last thing that I think works quite well in this is a bowing pattern where you've got 1 and 3. So, for example, in the second half again, you've got the bit. And instead of playing your singles, you can go. Instead of playing your singles, you can play all of the notes. Okay. So they're pretty much most of the things to just kind of chop and change as I play through it. So if we're all ready, then we'll have a go at playing the whole tune together. And again, a little bit faster again. Okay, and that is the whole tune. I hope you found that all right. Thank you very much for doing it. Let us know how you get on in the comments. If you've got any questions or problems as well, please feel free to get in touch either with the comments section or on our Facebook and Instagram page. Thank you very much. See you next time.